I want to thank everybody for tuning to a special edition SC Sports World. I'm your host, Luther Dupree, joined as always, the Hall of Famer. He's in like about 5 of them now. Claudio Rosano, Ralph Williams, Fillmore, Pensman Smorts is back in the house with us today. And, of course, we got Smoker Jim on his Obama phone. What's up, fellas? What up, Jim?
Everything's going good, man. It's great to be here tonight.
Good to have you. Good to have you. Jim, you good?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Hey, boy, he sound like he on a Democratic campaign trail right now. That's how clear he sounds.
Hey, Eli's
That's
back.
like AT&T.
Seen from Eli in a long time. What's going on? You won't be on for long. I have homework to do. All right, Isaiah. Appreciate you jumping in. Stream elements. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what my boys.
It was the Hall of Famer. Okay. Listen, man, we have
Eli, my guy.
we have so much stuff to talk about.
And you got Brian here, Tiger Strips Media, too. That's one of us. So
Okay.
There you
All
go.
right. Appreciate it,
I
man.
bring people to the show, Luther.
I appreciate that, man. Keep them coming.
That's
You know,
right.
That's right.
Every week we be getting over 1,000 people, jumping in on our platform. So I'm loving it. So call us. Let's jump into the last two. Great to see you guys. Hey, great to have you back here, Isaiah. Appreciate you. He got the perfect picture, man. Watt. All right, that's Claudio's guy. DJ Watt. Hey, listen, let's get it started. Claudio, you got it first. What is on your mind, your huddle up?
All right, very simple. If the Pirates want to win, they have to bring Connor Griffin up. The guy can hit. I don't care how old he is. They may say that he's too young or anything like that. It's all about money. If they want to win, bring him up. Is the guy who's there now, is he better than Connor Griffin? No. Is he going to stir more excitement for the crowd? No. Is he going to generate more offense? No. Bring Connor Griffin up. Don't worry about the age. Don't worry about the money. You have a very small window with Skeens and Jones and Chandler and all these guys. It's a small window. Take advantage of it. I've said week after week, if the Pirates compete, and they could do more than compete, that place will blow up. That stadium will be big time. And again, I don't worry about his age. He's going to go in a slump. They all go in slumps. Bring him up, start him, and then move on. And like I said, use the starting pitching staff appropriately. If they do that, they have a shot to make a lot of noise this year, because baseball, besides the Dodgers, isn't all that competitive. Who can you say for sure is going to win that division? You don't know. And then when you have a starting pitching staff like the Pirates, they're going to be held to play in the playoffs. So, but first you got to make them. So again, bring Connor Griffin up. Then I think you have a pretty solid lineup. Then they can make some noise.
Okay. Oh man, somebody's already on you. Pensman should
Yeah,
switch
I
to
know.
the Padres.
It's Isaiah. Let him go. I am not switching to the Padres. Come on, man.
We're gonna let him live for a little bit. Okay. Hey, listen, appreciate that, Claudio. Right now we got my man Smoking Jim. What do you have for us, Jim?
Hey, thanks, Luther. Fillmore says a lot of great things, especially when he agrees with me. And he was talking about these quarterbacks that could surprise you. And more I'm thinking about it. The Steelers got a quarterback guru as a head coach. They got an offense that's quarterback friendly. I would not be surprised if they take a flyer in the first round on Ty Simpson. There was some times in the season that Ty Simpson reminded me of Joe Montana.
Oh my, come on.
No.
Don't forget, Alabama had a struggling coaching staff since Saban stepped down. He carried that team for a while. His footwork was very good. He had some weapons now, and he spread the ball around to those guys. He reminds me a little bit of the kid from San Francisco who's a all-pro quarterback. Don't forget, in 1969, in the second round with the 30th pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers drafted Terry Hanratty. The next year, in 1970, with the first pick overall, they drafted Terry Bradshaw. 2 years later, they drafted Joe Gilliam. All history shows all three of those quarterbacks could have won Super Bowls. Outstanding quarterback. you can't go anywhere without a quarterback. I would take a quarterback this year. I would take a quarterback high next year until you get one. You have to get a young quarterback, especially when you got a coaching staff like this. Jimmy Johnson did something that was very he took a lot of heat for. He drafted Troy Aikman in 1989 with the first pick overall. And that same year, with the first pick in the first round of the supplemental draft, he took his quarterback from Miami, Steve Walsh. And it turned out okay. So, again, I would not be surprised the Steelers with 12 picks this year, they don't take a flyer on Ty Simpson.
I think that would be a wasted pick if they reach for him in the first round. If you get him later in the draft, fine. But they better not use that first round pick for him, Jim. I hate that idea. I wasn't impressed with him at Alabama at all. I mean, he had a couple good games, but the bigger the games got, the worse he got. He's not a big game player, doesn't have great size, doesn't have great speed, doesn't have a great arm. He's just an average guy, Smoker Jim. I would hate that move. If
you mean 28 touchdowns and 5 interceptions didn't impress you at all?
He's playing with a whole team that's going to the NFL. I saw him in the big games, and he did not play well. He choked. He was.
He got hurt. He got hurt this year. He was playing injured.
Okay.
He was playing injured.
Look, here's a great example though. He is equivalent to Ken Dorsey to those Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Miami Hurricanes. Ken Dorsey, they won a national championship with him, but he wasn't a spectacular quarterback. He has had uber talent around him, running backs and receivers and tight ends. So same. I think he's the same type of talent as a Ken Dorsey.
Absolutely.
A top average quarterback.
Does he remind you? Does he remind you of the kid from San Francisco? That's what he reminds me of.
What you talking about? He's about Aaron Rodgers?
The starting quarterback from Iowa State. Yeah.
Oh, nah. He reminds me of him. He is not good.
I'm asking Homer. Somebody will agree with me. Somebody has a history of agreeing with me.
See, around here we call him Glock Purdy. I can't put that on Ty Simpson.
Listen, man, we're going to jump into this. Make sure you give us a call. Number to call 412-530-5063. I may put the link so people can come up here. We got a packed house. We got a lot to get to. Love all the comments that are coming in. Appreciate everybody. Let's jump right into this, man. We do have the draft. We do have some free agents. I want to start with the free agents first. Now, Greg Rosenthal put out this list right now, and I want to see if you agree with this. Now, he has Malik Willis as the number one top free agent. George Pickens, number 2. Jalen Phillips, number 3. Tyler Linderbaum, number 4. Alec Pierce, from the receiver from Indianapolis. Now, Pensman, you said Malik Willis should be the number 1 pick?
No, I'm messing around, but Malik Willis did show up in big time games, but he look at what he had.
Hasn't played enough.
Yeah, he hasn't shown enough. He didn't play. He didn't show up enough. But if he didn't lose his tight end, then think about it. Malik Willis did play good at time. So I'm just saying that when he had his tight end, when he had, I forget what the wide receiver, because I don't follow the Packers, but when he had that Watson, when he had Watson, he showed up. But I was only messing around with number 1. But that's what I said. Of course, that's my facetious side.
Oh man, you know what, George Pickens. I think that's going to be interesting to see. Is Dallas going to overpay? Or are they going to make him the highest?
28 million for him? No way.
Hey, well, listen.
What do you mean? No. Yes way.
No way.
In this era, yes, he's definitely worth it. But
name me 3 receivers that was better than him last year right now.
T. Higgins,
don't worry.
Chase.
False.
and Zay Flowers.
Oh, hold
And
on.
Wait, say-
And Jamar Chase.
Last year, I could say only ones better than him was Njigba, who had almost 2,000 yards.
that is it.
Had a good one, and then you got to put George Pickens right there. I mean,
Absolutely.
he was that good last year. He only got suspended one time,
That's
but I wouldn't put a whole lot into him because
Only got suspended one time.
we got wait, Puka.
Let me ask you guys a question. Are there more?
Got suspended more, but
Are
they
there
didn't
more busts? Are there more busts at quarterback at the first round or wide receivers?
Definitely quarterbacks.
Okay.
Yeah, wide receivers got a
draft
big
a wide
class.
receiver, and
Next
you get
year.
what I've been saying all along. You get a guy who's a veteran with not a lot of miles on him, and that's Malik Willis. And you go out and you get his offensive lineman, Rasheed Walker. That's what you do. You do that, and the Steelers are going to be big time.
Okay. Hey, let's bring Big Rome into this, man. Rome.
So, bro,
I agree with Claudio. I think that if you can get Malik Willis from a short-term contract, you get him on a short-term contract, that way that you can maneuver if he doesn't sit. And then you're still looking for a quarterback. I don't care for a quarterback this year. You're not going to tell me even the top quarterback I don't care about.
Right.
Because he's not whistling my bells right now. But I'm gonna tell you what, that next year, I'd rather roll the dice and pick somebody next year, even if we have Malik Willis. Because we got him for a short-term contract, his price may go up, and we're gonna have somebody waiting in the rings. That's how you gotta draft. And that's all I want to see. I want us to sign the people that we need to sign, who we have in the tuck. You got to get Joey Porter Jr. on the contract sooner rather than later. You got to work things out like that. But as far as free agency, I definitely think that we should sign Malik Willis. And with the draft, we need to draft a wide receiver in the first round.
Okay. Yeah, I like that too. There's a couple receivers I think could fall to him. Jordan Tyson from Arizona State. I think he's big time. Mekhi Lemon from USC. Only 5'11", but he's an explosive athlete. If either one of those guys fall to him, I would be very happy. Even a Casey Concepcion from Texas A&M is another guy that I'm very high on. But I think you're right. I agree. You got to go wide receiver. That's the weakest part of the team. I think they need to get at least 2 wide receivers in this draft class.
Okay, Luther, I looked at 4 mock drafts, and they all have the Steelers taking the Denzel Boston kid from Washington.
I'm not impressed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am. I
He has
am.
all the measurables. He has all the measurables. I don't want him in the first round. I don't want him. I think there's a clear difference between the top 3 and Boston. I don't have him in my top.
But listen though, you said top 3. We're not getting top 3 wide receiver
Maybe.
talent at pick 20.
We may. It all depends on what they run on.
We could trade up too.
Sometimes people draft the defensive tackles in the first round that you don't expect them to draft, and they could fall to the Steelers. That happens a lot in these drafts.
It's a rare that a top 3 anything falls to a 2021 position.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Have egg on their face if they don't draft them in the top 10. Yeah.
By the time we get there, we're reaching, right? So we're reaching for people that at that point we gotta get the best player available because we can improve on every position on the goddamn field. But having the top 3 receiver, having the Biletnikoff winner saying he gonna drop to us, that's not happening.
Okay. All right. Hey, listen, I like what Arm Dizzle said. Malik Willis played 2 good games. That's it. And that's all it's going to take for him to cash in and get $30 million a year.
And guess what? Mendoza hasn't played 1 NFL snap, and I'm taking Malik Willis over Mendoza. There's a lot.
Coaching and scouting comes in where you have to just don't see what's in front of you. Okay, you have to see what's beyond. You have to look at his feet, look at his arm, look at his accuracy, look at who he played with, look at how he handled everything. Okay, he only played 2 good games. How many good games did those quarterbacks play? They played 0 in the pros. I want somebody who's a veteran. I want somebody who knows the game. I want somebody, me personally, who the game is slow for. That's why I keep saying Malik Willis.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. Yeah. I mean, if they can get him for a decent price, you'd be okay paying him $30 million a year, Claudio. Malik Willis off 2 games.
Well, no, but who else? What are you going to do if that's the rate and you want to get him? Rather pay him 30 than some rookie, whatever they're going to pay him 10 and lose. They have the money. Just go get Malik Willis. That's what I would do. Now Rome said makes sense. If you don't want to sign him for
you sound like we're desperate.
What's that?
We sound like we're desperate. Have you guys watched the last? Have you guys watched the last 5 drafts? We said pick the best valuable player.
And do you trust the Steelers? Like
Ralph and I are tired of 10-7 and losing in the first round.
We reached on Pickett. We reached on Pickett. We reached on Broderick Jones. Stop playing.
He wants to get an AFC Central type quarterback, which makes 0 sense. Burrow and Jackson are exact opposite. So I know what the hell. I do not trust Khan now that he's taken over the draft. I'm telling you, go for something a little safer and Malik Willis. Because if he drafts a quarterback in the first round, I don't believe it's going to work. And again, you need a good upfront offensive line to help that quarterback. Again, I think it would be absolutely crazy not to get Malik Willis.
No way, Isaiah. No.
I have a question.
Thank you, Claudio. Thank you.
Come on, Isaiah. You just said anything.
Listen,
he dreams big.
There you go.
I don't think Mendoza is going to be a star anyway. I think
he might have to wait, Luther. Yeah, he might have to wait.
I think he's going to be a Derek Carr 2.0.
Yeah, good one, Luther.
If he starts right away, he won't be. If they give him the Aaron Rodgers treatment and wait 3 years, he will be a decent quarterback. But if not, he'll be Joey freaking Harrington.
Okay. Yeah. I like what he said. Chris Johnson was picked 24. Derrick Henry was a second rounder.
Yes.
Second rounder. Wow.
Yes, he was.
Wow, that is right. That's where they.
What about Justin Jefferson? Justin Jefferson dropped.
They did.
Yeah. Do we have the cap? Do we have the cap space? We always getting over the cap.
No, we're not over. We got $50 million.
Yeah, no, we have. I'm just saying, do we have enough for Jefferson and signed free agents?
Well, we're not talking about signing Jefferson. I'm talking about how far he dropped when they were talking about people who were dropping.
What the Steelers have money. The Steelers have money, and if they rework some contracts, they can have even more money.
That's what I mean. You don't want to pay Jefferson $30 million, and where's the rest of it? Oh, that's right.
No, they're going to have to rework contracts, like Luther said, because they have needs in other positions that need to cover, and they're going to have to do something with somebody's salaries. I'm hearing Patrick Queen could be out the door.
Oh yeah,
he better be. He better be.
Out the door. I mean, he had more missed tackles than any linebacker in the league.
Yeah, no wonder the Ravens got rid of him.
Listen, he had 2 games where him and I had the same amount of tackles.
Right.
Right, Phil. Come on.
All the money he makes 2 games.
Hey, Jim, I got to get you to answer this question. RM Dizzle says he'd rather bring back Rodgers before he signs Willis. What are your thoughts on that?
Negative.
Well, my assumption in all of this is Rodgers will be back. They're in trouble if Rodgers don't come back for a season. Rodgers need to come back as many means necessary, and I think that the biggest hurdle is Minnesota Vikings is trying to acquire him. And if Rodgers is smart, he would go to Minnesota over Pittsburgh. But other than that, you got to have Rodgers back. Listen, you guys would all be great GMs. The problems you guys run into is y'all don't own a team, and you guys are saying that's why I'm the only one on the planet that predicted Mike McCarthy. Because you got to think what the Pittsburgh Steelers
Ralph did.
The Pittsburgh Steelers been laying the groundwork for a year that they're going to take a quarterback in the first round. Whether it's a bust, whether it's a bad idea, whether it's whatever, the Steelers been laying that groundwork. They brought in an offensive coordinator, they brought in quarterback coaches, they brought in guys that made Aaron Brooks look like he was a Hall of Famer. So you have to take a quarterback So I believe they're going to take a quarterback in the first round, and I believe that it'll be Ty Miller. Now Ty Simpson. Now, who would you guys? Now,
Not Ty Simpson.
There's about 3 quarterbacks in this draft. Who do you like as a quarterback in this draft?
Go ahead, Fillmore.
So look, like for me, I'm not taking any quarterback in the first round. I'm with Rome. I'm with Claudio on this. I'm not doing that. I'm going with other positions. Either I'm going to if a left tackle fall, or if a top wide receiver fall, I'm grabbing them guys. Right now, if I can get a third round, or fourth round, maybe. And look, I've been on him all season. He looked like a baby Ben Roethlisberger, and that is Sawyer Robertson. Okay, he's been lighting it up. When they were ranked, when they weren't even ranked, they'd be a number 17 SMU team on his arm. Like, he is Ben Roethlisberger. He's a baby Ben Roethlisberger type of player with more accuracy. He has a strong arm. He has a big body, and he's sneaky fast. So I'm getting someone like that third, fourth round. If it falls like that, first round. Hey, if one of them top wide receivers, Luther, we're talking about drop, or if a stud left tackle drop, I'm getting that. But I'm not drafting a quarterback first round. I'm going to get one either free agency, or I'm gonna trade for Mac Jones if the price ain't too high. And then I'm gonna have them compete with Skylar Thompson, whoever we pick up, and Will Howard. They compete for a chance, and we're gonna see what they're. I'm leaving Rodgers wherever the heck he gonna be.
Right. Hey, listen. Now
let me see if I can repeat my question. Can you guys name 3 quarterbacks in this draft that you like?
No.
I like Sawyer. Hey, I need one. Sawyer Robertson. Sawyer Robertson is my one from Baylor. Okay. That's my one.
Okay, listen. So here's the quarterbacks that are invited: Joey Aguilar from Tennessee, Drew Allure, Penn State, Luke Altmaier, Illinois, Carson Beck, Miami, Jalen Daniels, Kansas. Cade Klubnik was supposed to be hyped from Clemson. I didn't see it. Of course, Fernando Mendoza, but he's not throwing. Garrett Newsmeyer, he lost his job at LSU. The midget, Diego Pavia, who won he didn't get the Heisman. And I do like Sawyer Robertson. And then, of course, Ty Simpson. Not very impressive, Jim. As I look at that, I see maybe 2 that could be solid backups. No stars. I don't see any stars. I know before you were high on Carson Beck, Jim. What happened with that?
I never was high on Carson Beck. I was just predicting what teams might do with Carson Beck.
I thought you said the Steelers.
Yes, I'm predicting that the Steelers will reach for a quarterback in the first round, and Carson Beck may be it. I never liked Carson Beck. Don't put words in my mouth.
Did you change your mind after the championship game?
All I know is you said, don't be surprised if Carson Beck is on the Steelers. That's what you said.
Yeah, that's what I said. Okay. That's what I said.
Right. That's your prediction. But so
I would be surprised after how he reacted after the bowl game. I would be surprised. And by the way, other than Jerry Rice, and right now there's one A and one B, nobody should be rated ahead of George Pickens. So I love Malik Willis. But he shouldn't be ranked higher than George Pickens. That's another hate. I've never seen a guy since Dwayne Thomas, and Claudio know that name from the Dallas Cowboys, that's more hated than George Pickens for no reason.
Well, there is a reason. There's a reason that Steeler fans and Steeler people don't like him. He was a head case when he was here, Jim. You know,
Isaiah.
You know, there's a like, and he's fighting another cornerback.
Hey,
come on.
Hey,
Jim.
do you black guys like Taylon Green from Arkansas? He got a lot of upside potential.
Why are you just asking the black guys, Jim? I mean, So Pinsman and Ralph and Claudio can't answer, Jim. Come on. I don't think Taylor Green's the answer either. None of these guys are.
He's not the answer.
Might get a couple backups. That's how I feel.
And none of us can answer about Fernando Mendoza.
Pardon me?
And none of us can answer about Fernando Mendoza.
We'll leave that to you.
If you're breathing, you know he's going to the Raiders.
No, I meant because he's whatever. What is he, Mexican or whatever? I was thinking.
Oh man.
So, but look though, Mendoza, he's going to go to the worst team, and he's going to start right away, and it's going to be the same as Cam Ward. They're going to destroy his career by starting him too early.
I like him though. I do like him a lot. I think he's a smart guy. I think he's a good athlete. He's got the tools, but you need help.
Yeah. I have a question.
Go ahead.
I have a question. Do you think that that Cam Ward is a potential to be a bust after his first year?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so because he had
a
quarterback there.
No,
I don't like guys a bust.
Yeah.
And remember, Tennessee had nothing around them. They didn't have a great team. Their offensive line was trash and no receivers.
I don't like that bust energy that people are giving him right now. Like after 1 year with no weapons, I just don't like the way that's being painted right now.
Yeah,
look at Bryce Young. We look at Bryce Young. His first year was trash.
I'm still not sold on Bryce Young.
But he's not a bust. He made.
But a blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes.
For what the Carolina Panthers gave up for him, they gave up a couple. They gave up a whole lot to move up to one.
That ain't his fault.
I'm just saying.
1 year. You're praising Bryce Young.
No. I'm praising Bryce Young for incrementally getting better, and I'm not praising your boy from the Titans because he got incrementally worse. He went down every single year. No, you should not. I had him on my fantasy team, and he jobbed me, man. He jobbed me. Okay, for 2 years straight. I got hoodwinked.
Look he just came out last year.
Before you're in the league, you're supposed to adapt.
Look at Eli. Eli hates him. I remember he called up. He was giving all
wow. He can't stand him.
Trash. He's trash. Tennessee trash cans.
That's his passion talking. Eli's he's a Tennessee Titan fan, but you know his passion's talking real hard right now. You know.
Hold on. Now look. Eli comes in here and says Young is leaps and bounds better than Cam. Of course, he's been in the league 4 years. He should be better. And he's playing with much better talent around him. He's playing with a top 4 receiver. He has 2 first-round receivers and a better running game. So I don't know.
Yeah. And then answer Isaiah. Isaiah said that Big Ben is top 5 quarterback of all time. I'm just saying, Isaiah, you tripping.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think anybody on the panel would say that.
Yeah, you got to stop being a homer. Yeah. There's levels to being homerism. That's just to being a homer.
Well, we know Joey Porter said he was a terrible teammate, so if that comes in place.
Oh, Ben definitely top 5. Ben definitely top 5. Ben definitely top 5.
Top 5 still.
Ben definitely top 5.
Top 5 what, Jim? Who are your top 5?
He's top 5 in the draft class.
Other than Brett Favre, who had the pump fake like Big Ben. Who could scramble like Big Ben?
A pump fake. He got the best pump fake in history.
Steve didn't have the pump fake. I'm telling you, Ben was the real deal.
He has a tremendous pump fake.
Who could bring it down? This time you thought Ben was tackled. Guys bounce off of him, and he goes there. Look, Big Ben to Antonio Brown was one of the best combinations in NFL history. Come on, man. Big Ben made everybody look good. Just because y'all don't like him. Just because you wouldn't leave him alone with your sister.
Oh man, Jim. He had to get. He got one in there. He got that one.
Jim smoking something.
Right.
Big Ben's up there.
This clear Mike Jim, man. He is a gem right now.
just off the top of my head in no special order. Autogram.
Man.
Autogram.
Jim, whatever you're smoking, I want some.
Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Big Ben, in
Jim Drunken Miller.
And there's Joe Montana, Terry
Bobby Brister.
but I'll go with Fran Tarkenton.
Oh my good Jim,
I knew it. He said I knew Tarkenton was coming in when he said autogram. I knew it.
Right. He just saying anything. Jim, you never even saw autogram play in his whole career. You saw some black and white
David Woodley.
Right. Tim, you always come for the sideline with me. And Isaiah Coleman City. Come on, Isaiah.
Jim is right. Yeah.
No, Jim is completely wrong.
Hey, I thought Smoking Jim was out of pocket when we couldn't hear him.
But
He got a new phone and he really out of pocket now.
Man,
Ben was most dangerous.
Smoking on too.
Ben wasn't the best in the league, but he was the most dangerous. And Jim does make a point about the pump fake, but he was hell in 2 minutes. 2-minute drives. But again, maybe not the best, but he was definitely the most dangerous in his era.
Thank you, Claudio.
I'm sorry, Luther. I had to smoke what Jim's smoking. I'm sorry.
Well, out of all the quarterbacks in his era, in his era, you didn't want him with the ball with 2 minutes left.
No, for sure. Like, look, like Ben is legit, and Ben will be a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Jim, for some reason, got that Denny's Wi-Fi, and he's just cooking right now.
Right. I like that.
That Wi-Fi, he got it dope right now. I never heard him clear in my life.
Oh man!
All right, let's jump into this. I did want to do this at the combine. Receivers, Cornell Tate. Overall, he's probably going to end up with the Browns. He's at Ohio State. He's probably going to play. Mekhi Lemon, number 2 rated. Jordan Tyson, number 3. The guy you like, Denzel Boston, Fillmore is number 4. Casey Concepcion from Texas A&M, who I like a whole lot. Jim, your guys on here. Malachi Fields from Notre Dame. Give me your top 5, Jim. Your top 5 receivers out of that, or just in general.
Well, number one, I would go. I'm not going to give you a top 5 yet, but I would say this: there's nobody I'm placing over Malachi Fields. That's who I would take. I don't know what round he's going into. If I was a general manager, he didn't get out of the first 10 picks. But I don't hear you mention Reggie Jenkins.
No, I didn't mention him at all because nobody's saying he's.
No one said it.
I mean, listen. I mean, he's okay, but he's not in this list of top receivers invited. Where's he from, Jim? Is that the one you were talking about last week?
No, that's the comedy show that's on TV with Morgan, that comedian, man. He looked pretty good, Reggie Jenkins. But you already see the show?
Oh, gosh. Oh, you talking about Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, Tracy Morgan, man. He looked pretty good. He looked pretty good, man.
Oh, man.
Anyway, that Malachi Fields, he does have potential, big, strong, fast, but he didn't have a lot of production at Notre Dame, Jim.
He didn't have a lot of production at Virginia. You got to go back to his Virginia film. He can only do, every time they threw him the ball at Notre Dame, he caught it. I bet you his name go up on Acrisure Stadium for what he did against Pitt. You know, so
right there, Luther, right there.
Well, he sure did.
Right there.
And he had some clear games at Virginia. He's big. Other than his first name, which I don't like. You know, these black names. Man, y'all gotta check. That put your resume. That put your resume right at the bottom of the list when you go apply for a job.
Jim, he's not trying to be the CEO. Hey, come on, Jim, man. Listen, I like what Eli. He got Tate, Lemon, Vanderdoss from Toledo, Skylar Bell, and Concepcion. I like Concepcion.
Ain't none of them better than Montgomery. Ain't none of them better. Montgomery gonna be a steal for somebody from John Carroll. Mark my words. Montgomery is he at the combine? John Carroll.
But he wasn't one of the top receivers.
Is he at the combine? Is he at the combine?
Yes.
Okay. He's moving on up, man. I tell you what, I wouldn't let it go past the third round without taking him. That's the kind of guy. That's the guy. He reminds me of that boy from Seattle.
Okay. Who? And Jigba.
Yeah, I can't say his name. Yeah, him. Brought him on the resume list.
Jackson Smith. Jigba. All right. Hey, we do got a call. We got Sean on the phone. What's up, Sean?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing this evening?
All right,
good, Sean. We got to treat him like Norm. We got like Sean. When he come in.
Oh, there's a regular. What's going on, Sean?
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Kelly Russell, the political assassin. He had his 50th birthday last Thursday.
Yeah,
I was glad you and the
Yes, sir.
family.
Happy birthday. Good man.
Happy belated birthday, Kel. Yeah, man. Give us a call. You should give us a call, Kel. We still waiting for a call from you, man. Maybe we'll call one of these.
And I was able to hang out with Kelly up here in Columbus on Saturday after the new edition Tony Braxton and Boys the Men concert. He's in good spirits, so it was good to catch up with Kelly after the concert on Saturday. So we want to thank both of our wives for letting us hang out Saturday night after the concert. We got to thank both of our wives for letting us hang out, but it was good to catch up with Kelly after the concert.
Okay.
So reason why I'm calling is Connor Griffin. I didn't get a chance to really speak on the show. If Claudio's on the show, I want to hear what Claudio has to say about Connor Griffin. From looking at his body type from last year to this year, looks like he really put in the work this off season to be ready to start the big leagues with the Pirates.
I think you're right. I think I don't look at his age. I look at what he does, how he swings. I'd rather him not uppercut as much. I think he'll be more consistent contact if he levels it off. And because when you uppercut like that, you're going to strike out more pop. You'll hit more home runs as well. But I think he may feel the pressure to hit more home runs. I think he could be a 280 hitter, believe it or not. But I think even if he hits around 260, his 255, 260, his rookie year, that would be a hell of a lot better than the backup. I bring him up. And again, he can run, he can steal bases. He's got a nice glove, good arm. And the holes, he will have some holes that swing at the beginning of the season, but I think he will adjust and limit he'll cut those holes out. But I definitely bring him up, Sean. Definitely bring him up. Because again, it isn't like the guy who's scheduled to be the starter is better than him. Who is he? Okay, you bring up Connor Griffin. He'll add excitement, he'll add good offense. And I think you have to bring him up.
Okay.
One thing I want to say about Connor Griffin, and Luther, you play college ball as well.
Right.
I listened to the way the ball jumped off of his back when he threw 2 home runs against Boston yesterday. That's all I needed to know. Because for some reason, with certain players, Ken Griffey, I was young when he came up. Mm-hmm. But when the ball jumped off his back, you knew, that's going somewhere.
Sean, another thing, he's got a short, quick swing. He doesn't have any unnecessary movement. He's short. He starts here, little load, and he's got quick hands. He's got a good weight shift. Again, I like his swing. I always look for, does a guy have a long swing? Because the longer the swing, the longer it takes to get from point A to point B, and he'll have more holes in his swing. Right now, he got a little bit of an uppercut. That's okay. He'll fix that. He'll be okay with that. So instead of the high home runs, he'll hit more of a line drive home run like a Dave Parker type. I'm not saying he's going to be good as Dave Parker or a swing like that. I'm just saying the plane of the ball. Again, I'll repeat over and over and over again. Put him in there. Even if he goes through a few slumps, everybody does. Who cares? Put him in there.
Yeah. With me being here in Columbus, I got to look at in the distance from Columbus to Indianapolis is the same distance from Columbus to Pittsburgh, 3 hours max. So I pretty much got to pay attention to if I want to start him in AAA or Major League, because I may have to drive over to Indy to catch a game, or if Columbus, if the Indianapolis AAA team for the Pirates, if they play here in Columbus, I'm going to have to check out some games. So I got to pay attention to that. Two quick things, and then I'm going to get off the phone. Rest in peace to Bill Mazeroski. And,
that was sad.
Organization, if you're the Pirates organization, do you figure out the way to keep McCutchen around to work with Connor Griffin? Like, if they can find a person like, hey, we're going to keep you around. You know, we'll pay you a certain like ambassador, but oversee him his rookie year. What you think about that? Because it looks like they're not going to put McCutchen on the roster.
Well, I don't know if he wants to do that. I think he may want to play a little bit longer. But again, I just said short and quick swing. McCutchen still has the best swing on the team, if not one of the best. Fantastic hands. I think the only reason why he didn't hit higher the past couple of years is because he wants that perfect pitch instead of being more aggressive. But having said that, I really wouldn't do anything with Connor Griffin right now with his swing, and judged on what they did with Henry Davis. They can't fix a swing because Henry Davis's swing is all messed up, and it's the simplest thing in the world to fix with Henry Davis. Having said that, a guy like McCutchen, you know, him and his attitude is always good to have around, but I don't think they're going to do it. They apparently already have a hitting coach, and you're not going to have him around, pay him a lot of money just to kind of, I don't want to use the term babysit, but to do kind of what you're saying, Sean. Again, they should have kept him, but they're not going to keep him. It doesn't look like, but but who knows what the Pirates, like I said, the Pirates could do something. Will they? I don't have a lot of confidence that they will make the right moves.
They blew that McCutchen deal. They should have. It's disgusting what they did to him. I agree with who to go. There's no way they should not have brought him back. You know?
Exactly.
It's just the Pirates doing what the Pirates do. I hate what's going on down there. They've been terrible for years. Nothing's changed. Claudia, I know you said there's not much difference, but when your organization is run bad, it'll never change.
No, what do I always say? What do the Italians always say? The fish stinks in the head. That's right. It trickles down. Exactly. And I don't have faith. If they do what I said they should do, then they got a shot. But I don't see them doing it. The starting pitch is going to go 5-6 innings. Bullpen, they're going to blow the lead. I said on Ralph's show, they're going to lead the league in blown saves. And they won't bring up Connor Davis. So Sean's right. He's going to have to go see him in Indianapolis, which is crazy. And then Skeens, you're going to waste his couple years here.
And then he's gone.
Again, I said I gave them the blueprint. And even like I said, with Henry Davis, it's the simplest thing in the world. All they have to do, they had him doing all kind of things. He's moving his eyes. He's bouncing. He's got a great swing. He's a strong kid. He works hard. All they had to do with him is place the bat on his shoulder so he eliminates the long swing. Right. And that's it. That is it. That's all George Brett had to do. Charlie Lau, George Brett had a long swing. He said, George, put the bat on your shoulder. It'll eliminate the wrap. You'll be quicker from point A to point B. Bingo, Hall of Famer. I'm not saying Davis will be a Hall of Famer, but he'll be a hell of a lot better. But they've had what, 2-3 hitting instructors? They haven't fixed them. I guarantee you the guy could be a hell of a lot better hitter, but they won't fix him.
Wow.
Hold on, Claudio. So is that why George Brett kept his bat on his shoulder, to slow it down?
Not to slow it down, but to eliminate, because he would wrap. And when you wrap, that means the bat is you're starting here and you wrap it, you go further back, and now you have longer to go. He couldn't hit a fastball. So all Charlie Lau did was put that bat here, which eliminated him pulling the bat back. I know, like for me, when I like, let's say when I was a sophomore, I used to try to bat like Dave Parker, right? And I hit well. But then when I was a junior, I didn't hit as well. Why? Because I had longer to go. So then I dropped the bat from here to here. I cut out about this much, which was a hell of a lot. It's like if you and I are racing, Sean, the starting line is here. we're both going to try to get in the end. Obviously the end is the end, but we're going to try to get as close as we can to that starting point as possible because it's less distance. You don't want to, like if you're timing in the 40, you want to run a 40. You don't want to run 43 yards. So in a sense, Henry Davis was running a 43-yard dash. George Brett at the time was running a 43-yard dash. But you start closer to the starting point, okay, you're going to have a little load, of course. It's just like in boxing. You see a guy like Shaquille, 7'5", whatever he is. When he would throw a punch, he'd bring it from back here. That's not where the power is. You can hit him 6 times. You get a boxer who throws a punch from here, okay? You see, I'm trying to say less distance. It's all about speed, bat speed, and cutting out the distance. And but they haven't fixed them, and they won't fix them.
Right. All right, Sean, man. Any last thoughts, man? Appreciate the call. Sean?
All right, guys. Everybody have a good weekend.
All right.
All right, you too, Sean.
Sean, have a good one, man.
I get all wound up, Luther. Now I'm upset.
Hey, real quick, we had a question come in. Let's bring Jim in before he starts crying. She said, your thoughts on defensive standout Ruben Bain Jr. from Miami. Jim?
Well, I just want to say I'm happy that Sean and Kelly's wife gave him permission to go out on Saturday. But hey, Lou, but I tell you what, man, the young man from Miami gets after it. I don't know what round they're talking about. The young man for Miami can really get first. They're looking at him in the first.
Yeah, he top.
He's worthy of the first round.
They're saying top 5.
Well, if somebody needs it, in 1969, the whole world got on the Pittsburgh Steelers for going to North Texas State and drafting the player nobody ever heard of, Mean Joe Green. So if you need a defensive lineman, and he's the best one available for your team, you would take him. Don't, like Claudia always say, don't worry about if the guy is earmarked second, third, fourth. If you like him, get him.
I think he's top 5. I saw him all through the ACC. He was a terror. Him and his partner, they created havoc. Hey, Big Rum, what
if you thought all that, why'd you ask me?
Well, I want you to jump in on the conversation.
This dude, man.
Big Rum, your thoughts on Ruben Bain?
He wants to know what you're thinking, Jim.
I haven't did extensive watching the season that he had, but he looks good though. I think he's definitely in the top 5, to be honest with you.
We got another caller. We got Mark Brentley. What's up, Mark?
I knew it. Here we go, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's happening, guys? How y'all feeling, man?
Man, I'm loving it.
All right.
Combine is here.
Good. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you guys long because I only got really one quick pressing question, but I want to first say thank you to Smoking Jim. Don't know if it's a new phone or whatever, but I can hear you because your comments.
This is a bomber phone.
From all you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. But can somebody tell me, is it good business sense or is it a bad morale thing for the team to do another holdout for the quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. I'm just, because I'm hearing them, they're already backpedaling. Well, we're going to see what he wants to do. Well, we're going to wait for him before we decide to move forward. And listen, I have nothing for or against him. I can take him or leave him. But, I mean, I don't remember the Steelers ever chasing any player like that. Yeah, and I'm just thinking, going into the second year doing that, I know he's a senior man. I know he has a resume. But after a while, what does that do to the depth chart that you have with quarterbacks? And what does it do to the other players? You know, because nobody else will never get this kind of, wait and see royalties that he get. And I'm just curious if we're in the rebuilding stage in the quarterback position. Is this just a good thing? You know, I don't know. But listen, I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna listen to your response. But hey, Luther, we're down there almost 2 months away before this draft. What about if we came up with some Steel City Sports cookies and we can sell them at the entrance of the stadium over here? We have to get in there one way or another, brother. You hear me? And
I hear you.
They're talking about this football film that's supposed to come out, talking about the Steelers. It's a 48 or 49-minute long Steeler or football in the Western Pennsylvania, I think. You know, hey, has anybody put together, you know, a sports talk show in the history of PCTV? The only community access television that had so many sports talk shows that talked about sports way before some of this stuff was popular in terms of some of the local high school guys that participated. You know, I'm just curious. You know what I mean? I got to get this show, you know, on the national scene one way or another. Tell me what you think about it. I'll hang up and listen. Talk to you guys.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, definitely. We're trying to work on some things. Claudio, we're all trying to work on some things for the draft. Nothing has been finalized yet. But hey, selling cookies, doing all that. The documentary, yes, we definitely have to do the documentary on all the sports shows that have been done on CTV. I think that's a powerful one, but for sure. But Aaron Rodgers, I agree. At first, it looked like the Steelers said we're going to give him a deadline. If he doesn't say he's coming back, we're moving on.
Sunday's the deadline.
Well, yeah, but we'll see. We'll see if they're going to stick to it. I don't know. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers likes to have this drama going on around him. Everywhere he's going. With the Jets, with the Steelers last year, you got to wait and see and kiss his ring and all this other stuff. I'm tired.
Luther, he's got to see what his dogs got to say.
Right, he has to go sit in that cave with no sound. Go ahead, Big Rum. You said something?
Yeah. This whole thing with Rodgers, I could take it or leave it at this point because there's pluses and minuses to bringing them back versus not bringing them back. But I found it very interesting that this is still an option, which only tells me that I don't think they're real high on Will Howard. I don't think that they've seen anything, a spark, anything to the point where they're willing to risk it all with him. So there's so many options that are out here in this atmosphere, and a 43-year-old is one of them. And you got a guy who played in 2 games is also one of them. And then you have a 6th-round quarterback on our team, and you have a 2nd-round quarterback on our team who I don't think highly of at all. So I just find it real mysterious. They said that there's going to be a limited shelf life with waiting for them. That remains to be seen, but it just goes to tell you that they're not high on what we have right now in our options this year. The fact that he is still an option.
Good point, Ron.
That's a great point. Listen, different for me, I would go after Malik Willis, let him compete with Will Howard. You know, sign him for a 2-year deal. $30 million is, you know, what the top quarterbacks are making right now. Give him a chance. I thought they should have drafted him. We did the draft show. I said he was the best quarterback that would come out of that draft. It looks like it was Purdy, but he's the second best. I didn't like the picket draft when they did it. But that's what I would do. I would move off of Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't have it. He's only just going to be older, more grumpy, making more faces at guys when they mess up. I could do without that. I would say go Malik Willis and then get Will Howard ready, draft a receiver. That would be my.
Look at that last comment.
Let's see.
Oh.
Look at that last comment right there.
Mm.
You can't. I'm gonna. Luther, can I chime in?
Go ahead, Eli.
You can't judge this man. He has no experience. Skylar Thompson took over the preseason, and after that, Aaron Rodgers. We knew that he was there, so Skylar Thompson took over the preseason. I covered almost the whole season. Ralph helped me last year with the Steelers. Skylar Thompson took Will Howard's show if he didn't hurt his finger, but you can't judge a man that doesn't have no playing field, no playing time.
I'm not saying that he should be judged in a certain type of way. What I'm saying is that the Steelers have eyes on him where we don't. We have no idea what he's capable of. All I was saying is that the Steelers might feel a certain kind of way. I want to give him a shot because we have him on our team and we could throw him out there to the Wolves to see what he got. I'm fine with it. I'm just saying that in order for you to bring in a 43-year-old quarterback and another quarterback that only played 2 meaningful games, it just says something about what the Steelers feel about him. That's all. But yeah, give him a shot. He's on the team.
I'm going to tell you guys about whenever we
I think give him a shot with the new coaching staff.
Whenever we run pro baseball tryout camps, the first day we test the skills, the arm, the speed, the hitting off of a BP pitcher. Then you might check mark a guy. But then the game time, sometimes it doesn't resonate, okay? For example, a guy like Phil Garner, a Pete Rose, when they would try out, if they were to try out, they probably wouldn't have made your eyes get big. You wouldn't have been all that excited about them. They didn't have cannons. They didn't fly. They didn't have power. But come game time, they had good usable speed. They could hit. They didn't have any holes in their swing. There was a guy years ago, he played for the St. Louis Cardinals. He was supposed to be the next Clemente. His name was David Green. He had a cannon, could fly, could hit. He had all the tools, but come game time, he didn't turn it on. And I always use a guy like a Phil Garner or a Foley, Tim Foley. Now, Reggie Jackson had all the tools, Clemente, all those, yes. But there are certain guys that in other words, Will Howard, maybe during practice, he was okay. But maybe game time, he'll be better. I know me personally. I was blessed with a good arm. But if you saw him, if you played catch with me, he's okay. I ran about a 7.0, 7.1 60, but I knew how to steal bases, and I knew how to stretch a single into a double, okay? And so, again, there's Jim Leland, again, used to say, give me the player who plays good after the national anthem, not necessarily before. We don't know how Will Howard does yet. I'm with Ro. A shot.
Listen, I'm in the words of Deshaun Elliott, send his butt to the retirement home. But Fillmore, let's get your thoughts on the Aaron Rodgers situation, and we'll go to Jim.
I like Aaron Rodgers gone. As far as Will Howard, Skylar Thompson actually looked better than Will Howard, and I went to the first 2 practices at Latrobe. Will Howard didn't look good. Skylar actually looked better. He actually moved the offense better, and that's when the defense was clicking. Because remember, Aaron Rodgers' first pass was picked off. I watched it. I'd seen it. And Skylar actually looked better. Mason looked better than Gatton Will Howard. So let's. I'd rather give him a chance, but saying that he's better than anyone, we have no idea what this dude can do.
We don't know right now, guys, because there's a new coaching staff here. Maybe this new coaching staff can get him in place.
Maybe, but I say cool. He's on a roster. He's on a roster. I say compete. He has the right to compete. Bring in a veteran that's going to push him, see what he's going to do. But Rodgers is a no-go for me.
Right. Listen, and the thing is, new coaching staff, how much do they really believe in Will Howard? Because he's a leftover from Mike Tomlin's staff.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Or do they want to start over and start with their own guy?
We gotta stop throwing quarterbacks in the recycle bin and keep trying something different. Stick out something consistent. Show us something consistent. That's all we want.
Yeah.
Jim, your thoughts on this? I know you love Aaron Rodgers. You'll wait till the day of the first game. But your thoughts on this A-Rod situation again? He loves the drama.
Well, just like Brett Favre did, and he's one of the best that ever played the game. Hey, listen. Former make a correct statement. Listen, at Kansas State, Skylar Thompson always beat out Will Howard. They played together. They were teammates for a few years. Skylar always started. Will Howard was on the bench. So it doesn't surprise me that he had a better training camp. But we know Skylar Thompson got a glass chin, just as anybody in Ireland. So he's gonna be. They ain't bringing him back. They ain't bringing him back. Hey, listen. We don't know who can flourish in this offense. You would think Malik Willis coming from Green Bay would be able to, but we know Aaron Rodgers was great in this offense. He was an MVP, in NFL MVP several times in this offense. Listen. What we're talking about is last year he did well in offense that didn't fit him. That offense had nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers.
Got a point. That's a point.
This offense, they're going to surround Aaron Rodgers with an offense that he's comfortable with, that he can coach up the other players. Hey, listen, this is a team that's playing a first place schedule. You can't hold audition. It's only 17 games. You can't afford to lose 1 or 2 games putting that tight end in for Will Howard. So again, what I would do, like Claudio said, Roberto Clemente would always say, for me, it's essential that you bring Aaron Rodgers back whenever he decides to come back. The invisible wife that he got, giving permission to come back. But,
is he Teo from Notre Dame, Jim? Come on,
I would draft 2 quarterbacks, one in the first round, one in the 4th or 5th round. I'm telling you, the more I look at that boy from Arkansas, he's 6'6", Lou. But I watched every game he ever played for Boise State. That boy got potential to be something. If he's at the bench for a year, a half a year, he could be a star in the NFL. Taylor Green, if he's there in the 4th round, you got to bring him in. Don't forget 1 year that your Washington Commanders or Redskins at the time brought in RG3, who I predicted would be a bust. And then in the 4th round, they brought in Kirk Cousins. And by the way, I'm the only one that said on the planet, if there was 12 rounds, I wouldn't take Ward, and the Tennessee Tyson took him in the 1st round. The guy's a bust. He's a bust today. He'll be a bust tomorrow. 10 years from now, they'll still be talking about that guy that they hardly remember that was a bust. He looked like me, don't look like a quarterback. He got no leadership skills. He throws off his back foot. You know what I mean? I don't like him or his dad.
Yeah, you throw his dad in there, Jim. Damn.
He stole his girl back in there or something. I don't know.
Who the goat said A-Watt is washed. We did have a question come in real quick before we go, and I want to hit these fights real quick. JMD, thanks for the comment. I know we're talking NFL, but he heard about a potential NBA expansion team in Vegas. Have you heard about that? Yeah, they've been talking about it. And the word was LeBron was trying to position his team to be part of the team that goes after the Vegas team. I would love to see a team in Vegas for sure. They got the Vegas Aces in WNBA. I think a basketball team would be perfect. I don't know about you guys. Your thoughts, Fillmore? Anyone?
Oh man, listen. Anything that LeBron James does is gonna come with a lot of eyes on it. And I think that'd be great, man. I mean, come on, it's Vegas. Yeah, it'll be amazing.
Yeah, they just print money out there, even though it's the most overrated, overpriced place I've ever been on the planet. But they would be good to get a basketball team. Claudio, Big Rome, Ralph, your thoughts on that?
It's Vegas. You got to have a team out in Vegas.
Facts.
But the only problem with it is, Vegas isn't like Pittsburgh where you have guys from Pittsburgh here all their lives. Vegas is more transient. So that I don't know if that's going to work, but because you're going to be depending on, visitors to Vegas, so that's where the tricky part comes in.
Got to have a star there. Like the WNBA has Asia Wilson. They got to put a star there.
Yeah, they have to get somebody to draw, Luther, because right now Vegas is hurting because there's casinos everywhere now. All right. And Vegas is hurting. People are not going there because they don't have to, unless there's a special event.
Right.
So, like a WrestleMania or Super Bowl or something like that.
Right.
Okay, but right now they're not going there anymore to gamble because everybody's like Claudio said, everybody, they have to rely on transients, but people are not coming in there anymore. And it's now a little expensive to live there. Back in the 90s, when I was going down there, I almost moved down there because the economy was the same way as Pittsburgh. It was easy living down there. Now it's like, forget it,
Yeah, it's whole different now.
It's a whole different ball game now, but we'll see. I mean, it could happen. They're getting they're getting the Jokeland A's, and so we'll see what happens.
Hey, speaking of Vegas,
I like
Big Ronald, you want to jump in on this?
No, I just wanted to add that I do agree that Vegas will be a good shot, but it's a national travesty that Seattle hasn't got a team back yet.
Yeah,
I really need to see Seattle get another team back.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Vegas.
Great
Before
point.
Vegas.
But I agree.
Yeah.
They should be the next team, or they bring both of them in at the same time. Speaking of Vegas,
whoa,
Mayweather is back, and Mayweather.
Pacquiao.
They're going to fight September 19th in Vegas in the Sphere. Oh man, you know what?
Speaking of Vegas,
Mayweather's broke. That's
Mike.
why he's coming back. He sued Showtime for $330 million. Now he's back fighting Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson will fall like he did before with Jake Paul. So,
and then he's fighting Pacquiao. Man, it's a shame. I thought he was done. He always talked about he made great investments. He left with all his, faculties in place. Now he's back fighting Tyson. You could lose. You could lose a whole lot with one punch from Tyson. If it's a real fight, we'll see. Your thoughts on these two before we get out of here. Smoker Jim, let me go to you first.
Mayweather can beat Tyson. Jake Paul would beat Tyson, but Mayweather's problem wasn't his investments. He can't count or read. That's
wild.
He's gonna have to come back. He's gonna have to come back, man. So he keeps himself in shape, man. He's still got the name, and hey, why not, man? If you're broke and you like to spend money and you can't count your money, come on back.
All right, Claudio, your thoughts about this whole Mayweather returns?
Well, unfortunately, I guess it's true that he blew all that money. When you spend 2.3 on a watch and you gamble the way he did, absolutely crazy. And I didn't think he would. I was hoping he wouldn't do that. Now, as far as the fight with Tyson, look, you got to use some common sense here. Mike Tyson would, if he lands a shot, Mayweather's done. Jake Paul, if he landed a shot, which he could have, I will always believe that Mike Tyson could have walked right through Jake Paul within 30 seconds. Okay, within 30 seconds, if he wanted to. I'm not worried about age and all that. That man can. I didn't say it isn't like. Look at the fighters in history: Sugar Ray, Muhammad Ali, anybody who used speed. Yes, they declined. Foreman, okay, Liston, all the guys who were a little bit older, they had that punch. Mike Tyson would walk through all those guys. Anyway, now as far as he's talking about coming back for a real fight against Pacquiao, whatever. I mean, they'll probably draw because who the hell out there is a draw? Canelo's a draw. Bud Crawford, as great as he is, he's not really a draw in my opinion.
Whoa.
These guys are going to, they're going to cross over. And people either want to see Mayweather win or Mayweather lose. And Tyson is always going to be a draw. But the Mayweather Tyson thing is going to be a joke. And then the Mayweather Pacquiao, if it's a real fight, take the exhibition thing out. I think it will draw because some people are going to want to see him lose. And finally, when Jones fought Tyson, Roy Jones is one of the greatest of all time. But if you remember, when Tyson hit him in the head one time, Jones didn't like it because that was one of the things that Tyson was told not to do. Don't hit Jones in the head. Okay. Jones could do whatever he wanted, but Tyson couldn't. That's why he told Jim Gray, I think it was, man, you're worried about Jones getting hit. What about me? Okay.
Because Jones was throwing jabs to the body and then running.
Right. And holding on for dear life.
Am I interested in Pacquiao Mayweather? Yes, Pacquiao, Tyson. I mean, it's going to be a joke.
Right.
Because Tyson would kill him. That's why they have weight classes.
Yeah. I hear you on that. Anyone else want to jump in on this?
Yeah. I'm not interested in watching Tyson or Mayweather, but I'm gonna watch it because it'll be a spectacle. I'm not interested in watching Shawn Michaels fight Bret Hart either. So I'm not ready to watch. I'm not ready to watch Pacquiao and Mayweather. They're done. They're not going to show me any pugilistic type of genius in that fight either. I've seen the Barrio fight with Pacquiao, and Barrio took it easy on him because he respected him way too much. So, and then I just seen Barrio become a punching bag. So, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not interested in either of them.
The bad thing, Luther, is Jim invited us all. So I asked, "What's your address?" And he didn't say it. He didn't give us his
address. Hey, Liz, anybody else want to jump into this? Because I know we're over.
When you go like this, you know you're holding back.
He was because he couldn't do it. You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Should I? That money. That money.
The money grab. Just the money grab.
That's a great point.
One fight I am looking for, if Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson do fight, which they're talking about, I would like to see it. I think Shakur Styles on Ryan, but he better check. He better make sure that Ryan's enrolled in VADA testing because he's already tested once for PEDs. So I don't know. Garcia, yeah, he did. He definitely put it on Barrios, but Mario Barrios isn't a great fighter. He was the worst champion in boxing, for real. Tyson would destroy Mayweather. Hey, listen, any final thoughts, man? I know we're over time, man. I appreciate you guys. All the callers. Go ahead,
I want somebody to bring Andre Ward out of retirement. That's what I want.
Yes.
Everybody's barking. A lot of people was barking over here, and a lot of people are talking that talk. I know if you put the right kind of money up, Andre Ward will show people who's who, what, including Mayweather.
I'll watch
and
that.
I would love just for him to shut people down. They want to fight all these people, all these bums, all these mutts. Mike Tyson, that's a joke. I'm gonna watch it anyway. Not even going front.
Exactly.
That one is gonna be amusing to me. The fight against Pacquiao's a mutt, but I'm gonna watch it anyway because it's gonna interest me. But somebody get Andre Ward on the phone. Let me see that action.
Okay.
I'm with you, Rome. I'm with you.
I'll plunk 50 for that. I'll plunk 80 for that.
All right. Hey, Eli, we holding you to it. Hey, listen, man. Make check out Pensman Sports, RW Media, Claudia Rosano. You had to be there. Check us all out. Check out the website, scsportsworld.com. And make sure you check out my man, The Underground. He had a great show last night, man. We really got into the football. So check out Underground Sports Show. Man, he brings it all. Another call-in show, man. Make sure you check him out. Go ahead, Pensman.
I'm at 1,139. I gained 1 subscriber today. I thank you, whoever, if you're still on, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit 2,000 by the end of the year. Please help me out.
Yeah, I hit my goal. I'm at 2401.
Yeah. Ralph hit 24.
Yeah.
He had 24 earlier.
Let's keep growing together. Go ahead.
I have 100 friends on Xbox.
Let's go.
Look, I got some good gaming sites for you.
Hey, if you play Call of Duty, you can get more.
There you go.
I'm working on it.
You had to beat our podcast. We're trying to get to 4,000. So let's go to us, man. Hey, and Isaiah, my favorite Steeler of all time is Rod Woodson.
Oh, there you go. You can't go wrong with that. Check out the website. Thanks for all the calls. Thank you, guys. Peace.
My favorite Steelers, Ouija Thompson.